I know they out here talking like I ain't the man, like I ain't gon' do every single thing they said I can, like I ain't been holding off the tape and giving them a chance, like I ain't afraid to switch the floor up like a change of plans of these rappers, readjust your whole summer. You ain't seen the projections, boy, you gon' be outnumbered. Can't afford not to win, losing ain't in the budget, and it's far from an option, that's why we never discuss it. We don't got that writing, that's just something we know. Ain't no lights to the altitude, everything is a go. I ain't noticed your progress, what you don't understand is everybody sounding like a little boy to the man. You should know I'm always on my grind, keep it 9 to 5, I be on my job all the time. Everything is mine, understand me, if I said it then I mean it, I ain't lying. Understand me, you ain't get it, you should read between the lines. Understand me, no suggestions, clearly I've been doing fine. Understand me, couldn't see me if I opened up the blinds. Understand me, don't request a feature, I ain't got the time. Understand me, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Don't come to me for help when your career is looking desperate. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. She'll probably give me brain, cause she knows just where I'm headed. Life is funny, ain't it funny, right? Told you don't disturb me.
Good morning, everybody.
Yo.
Happy MLK Day.
Hope you enjoyed your weekend off.
It was good. How's everybody out there doing this morning? It's early. Everybody's probably still in bed. A lot of people have today off.
Hey, we're going to dedicate this broadcast to a true American hero, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was the man. He was the real civil rights guy right there, man.
Definitely.
So, thank you for joining us. Happy or not happy Monday morning. If you're tuning in today, that intro video was from Chris Bizzano. Awesome dude, awesome photographer, awesome videographer. You can catch him on Instagram at BXZZANO. He's a good dude, man. He's a true artist with a different type of canvas and a different type of paintbrush, I guess you could say.
Oh, we got 3 viewers early. Good morning, guys.
What's up? Hey, you guys can live chat with us, ask us all kinds of questions, whatever you want. Just go over to the right-hand side down at the bottom and click that little thing that says live chat and say what's up. We want to hear from you today.
I want to start off by, before we get into anything deep, Kinston, you know, my hometown, what went on this weekend, you know, versus Gardner? For real? Kinston High School basketball team. Talk to me. What was it, 103 to 74?
Ooh.
Man.
I heard they tried really hard.
No, we see? I'm definitely making some phone calls when I get off tonight, man. We got to talk about this. So I'm going to be at the next practice. We don't just come out here and get dominated like that. No. Bro, it's not funny, man. Don't look at me like that. He looking at me like you're heartbroken.
Listen, man. Listen, it's okay.
Because your hometown just got whooped. We used to be great. We like Brandon Ingram, man. He play for the Lakers right now, bro. He come from Kinston.
Yeah.
Never again against Gardner, though. I'm gonna have to go to the next game and do
I was at least hoping to talk about how cold it was outside before we went into the whole Kinston thing.
Oh yeah, bro. It's one of them mornings, man, where you got to kind of get in your car and just.
We have not yet to find the cure for North Carolina Tourette's weather syndrome.
It was what I had on shorts the other day, bro.
It was 70, so nice.
71. I wake up and it's 25. It's like the world just kind of flipped upside down, bro. It's pretty deep, man.
I knew it was cold last night when I left something outside on the porch and it got wet and I picked it up and it was just like a board.
Bro, I found extra business cards in the car and they were all moist and everything. like I left them outside overnight, bro. Good morning, Chase. Good morning, bro.
Morning, Chase.
Cold as shit this morning, man. Did you guys have fun this weekend?
Yeah. No, we had a badass day yesterday. Spent 7 hours straight.
7 hours?
Airsoft.
Did you spend all 5,000 BB, right? BB?
No.
No?
No.
All right.
I just throw them downstream one at a time, you know what I mean?
Kayla, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Kayla.
Kayla G. That's a gangster name right there, man. I would just say, I'm Kayla G.
So, if anybody caught my Instagram, Chase sat through 8.5 hour half sleeve tattoo.
Beautiful work.
How you feeling this morning, Chase?
Chase should be very sore.
And we weren't even done. Like, it looks done, but it ain't done.
Oh, man. So you got one more session to go, bro. Chase, you sat there like a champ, bro. Much respect to Chase, man. It was a beautiful tattoo piece, bro, knocked out this weekend. You guys can check it out at Fat Jack's Apex Tattoo.
Yep. Or something like that.
Everything
that we're going to talk about today, folks, is going to be down in the caption at the end of this video, so you could just click all the links. We got an awesome type of art to talk about today. And we've included a couple of little links down there just to show you a couple of different versions. But we'll get to that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to relax. We're trying to be here with y'all. Most of y'all are off today. And so
relaxing, man. Like everybody's just Froggle Goggle. Arm feels like $1 million.
Hell yeah, good shit, man.
Sound pretty heavy, you know. That's $1 million on one arm. I feel unbalanced, bro. Let me hold something, Chase.
No, that's because he's got another $1 million on the other side on his rib cage.
He do. Yeah, you all balanced out now, bro.
You're 1 in a million. This dude has never gotten a small tattoo, even from his first one. He's always spent hours and hours
sessions have
and just
been long,
power
bro.
through.
Good job, Chase.
That's why he's the exterminator.
There's a lot going on out here in the crazy world today, bro.
What's going on, bro? Talk to me.
I watched the video last night, actually. Like, a chick was in a bedroom. I guess it was a group of friends. They were just sitting around, and I guess an altercation had started. Something came up missing. You know, somebody
accused her of stealing.
Yeah, somebody accused her of stealing. The next thing you know, they were like, "Hey, take your clothes off and everything." And I'm like, they literally made her strip down to her bra and panties over a gram of weed.
No.
And then another girl continuously punched her throughout this engagement, like, and she never had anything on her. I felt like they just wanted to violate her on camera. It was way too many people in one bedroom, and the way they cornered her into that bedroom, it was unfair. And I hope justice is served.
Man, yeah. Usually justice is served with those. I mean, people don't even think when they sitting there recording all their friends laughing and giggling, and you got somebody in the corner shivering, beating. Yeah. And the worst part about it is she didn't have it.
Didn't have it at all. Like, I was waiting on her to pull it out, and it was about an 8-9 minute video.
Yeah, it's disturbing as hell to watch.
Disturbing. I'm not sure if they pulled it offline yet, but it's sitting there going viral right now on Facebook. So, like I said, I hope justice is served. No one deserves that.
Parents, start beating your fucking kids again.
Beat this shit.
My dad used to whoop me.
That was like
and I attribute that to every piece of the man I am today. You know, you don't like it when you're a kid. You don't like doing it as an adult. But if you don't beat your kids, watch that video. That's what happens. And don't give them a damn cell phone until they turn 18. There's too much motherfucking shit out there on the radio.
Cell phone, period.
Man. I mean, listen to us. We cussing, talking like adults and stuff.
You don't want your kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
no cell phone.
You're pretty accomplished dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we just cuss a lot, you know?
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. It's okay with cursing, you know? Did you hear about the cursing preacher? The preacher?
Dude, that dude is bad as hell, man. I was like, preach it, brother.
He was sitting there like, I'm going to tell you, it's just something. I'm that motherfucker.
You know who else believes in cussing and has a formula for it? It's Tony Robbins. You know, the guru that fix people by the thousands. Like, he'll have 9,000 people and he's helping every single one of them at once.
Everybody to download that app, bro, if they need some daily inspiration.
Oh, yeah. If you're on Facebook, man, definitely look up Tony Robbins. He puts out little things, little tidbits, snippets. He puts out his next shows. He shows business people how to be the best business people, you know.
Let's see if I can find something.
He'll tell you, you know, hey, $2,000, I'll give you $1 million worth of trade secrets. You know what I'm saying? And it is worth it. I know a guy like him. We're gonna have him here, trained by the same guy. And once you just talk to this man or listen to this man for a little bit, you'll understand. But I just love the way Tony Robbins is like, fuck you, fuck yeah, you know.
Energy,
your dad really must have fucked you up. And he says he does that just to make sure that they get to you. Hey, Kayla.
I missed the tattoo.
All in time, you know what I mean? She misses the tattoo needle.
Come see us.
Yeah, you can drop by anytime and say hello.
I know, this ain't Sam's Club. You don't need no membership to get through the door.
We're always hungry, you know. You just drop by, we'll eat lunch with you or something.
Like, bring the dog. Like.
Excuse me.
How are you guys doing this morning? Has anybody stopped like working on their New Year's goal, or has anybody kind of set it to the side, or is everybody still on pace with it?
Not me.
Everybody's still on pace.
I haven't even started mine.
It's like a trial month or something. Like, yeah, we're gonna start it next month.
It's a warm up period because I mean, I never stopped doing mine, so
Understandable, bro. Keep it going, man.
I definitely am looking into some new ways of eating.
Me
You know, I'm country as hell.
I had a
I'm used to
salad
the,
other
you
night
know,
for the
whole
first time.
fried fish,
Yeah.
fried catfish, and gravy and all that good stuff. But man, that shit is not good for you once you hit 35.
How's that,
It really starts sticking it to you,
man,
especially if you're not a crazy active person. And we're active, but we're active with our hand. You know what I'm saying? I got some strong ass wrists, but you know everything else is kind of lacking.
If you grab me by my hips or something, I might tickle. I ain't no muscle down there. I might can't be able to pull away from you. We got to use the muscles more, bro. Like take advantage of every muscle you have before you get
Hell
old.
yeah.
Your body start breaking down. You got to wake up in parts. You know, you got to wake up neck first, then your legs. It's going to take you an hour to get out of bed.
Yeah. And if you thought your days, you know, your Mondays and Wednesdays were shitty, have you heard about the teacher that got arrested at the superintendent's meeting?
Yeah, he was having a shitty day.
Yeah, I got a little bit. I'll let you hear a little bit of it, of the news broadcast, and I'll just play it for you. This is from NBC Today, I think. Let's see what we got here.
Daisha Hargrave is back here at school teaching again today. She tells me she has no regrets about speaking out, and if given the opportunity, she would do it again.
What are you doing?
This morning, Daisha Hargrave is having a hard time making sense of what happened.
Stop resisting.
Being thrown out of a school board meeting, slapped in handcuffs, and arrested.
I just kept thinking, this is really happening. This is really, he's really doing this.
Speaking exclusively to NBC News, the young middle school teacher is now known by millions across the country.
It's sad that a woman has to be forcibly, violently removed from a board meeting for people to start caring. I feel like
Anybody, not just
Many
women.
are calling Hargrave a hero for standing up and questioning her superintendent's $30,000 raise when she and her fellow teachers have not seen a pay increase in almost a decade.
$30,000 raise.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel that, you know what I mean? Our teachers are important. We're stacking more and more kids into small classrooms that ain't being upgraded. Have them teachers come out of their own pocket if they want to design something or teach the kids something that ain't really in the regular curriculum, or, you know, laminate stuff. They got to go do that with their own money.
Because they spending all this school funds on all these athletes. Like, no offense against the athletic programs, but you'll see these basketball teams, football teams, cheerleaders with all these new uniforms, but we still got the same social study books from back in the day.
Yeah,
like
when we were kids.
Yeah, like I'm talking about old ones. Like, bro, when you close them, the dust is still flying out. And that's not just from being old. It's just from the pages dissolving because they so old. You know?
Yeah. And I know some people out there that are listening, you like to give and donate and stuff like that, man. Try donating to your local school, your local art program, you know. Yeah. I know my friend Brad from Third Eye Tattoo in Largo, Florida. He actually goes to the school and teaches art to the kids. I mean, his daughter Brad went viral back in the day for letting his daughter tattoo a little strawberry on him. It's the cutest thing in the world. And he went viral because half the people, you know, thought it was child abuse and the other half thought he was the best dad in the world. I was one of the guys that thought he was the best dad in the world. But he gets out there, man, and he goes to his daughter's class and he teaches them. And that's what our teachers need. Like, I don't think people understand. I know a bunch of teachers and they just don't. They're sitting there praying and waiting for a little bit of money, a little bit of resolve, you know, to be able to teach the kids the way the kids need to be taught. And people don't understand. Everybody in the world's education program is better than ours. Yeah. Well, maybe not every single one, but we rank like 13 in the world for education. Like our kids, and obviously by the whole gram of weed thing, are the stupidest motherfuckers out of all the superpowers. And if a child isn't taking that extra effort to be better, and the teacher ain't taking that extra effort to be better, your kid just gonna be less than average. And it takes a community to raise a kid, so we need them teachers to have everything they need. And superintendents don't need a new friggin' car.
Right.
You know,
She said $30,000 raise, bro. Like it wasn't even that is a big.
and if you watch the whole video, like go to the link, there'll be more shared. Watch the actual whole video. You know, all she does is stand up and say, "Hey, this guy just got elected. He wasn't elected democratically. Somebody resigned.
Right.
They put him in that position against, you know, any kind of vote. So he was basically subscribed into the job. And then immediately they're like, so the first vote is, hey, do we sign him to contract? And they're like, yes. She stood up. She was like, I don't think that we should just elect somebody that we know no credentials about or anything like that. And then right there, and all that whole crowd is all teachers. And they all came to say something on behalf of the teachers to get the right person in, because you get the right person in, and they don't want a $30,000 raise. They want to help the school. You know what I mean? And so, and then the second vote was, of course, for the raise. And you can hear one guy in there like, have you done the math? I think he should get more.
Oh wow.
And literally just like throwing it in their face. Like you can hear the little like smirky quirkiness in his voice, dude. I probably wouldn't have done as good as her. She conducted herself in an adult manner.
She kept it professional, bro.
And when you watch it, you know, the police officer just kind of marched in the room. Hey, you need to leave. She was like, well, one of the committee members addressed her back. So she felt like she was in the right to speak to this man because this man was speaking to her. Well, the police officer didn't want to hear nothing about that. And as soon as she got off camera, he tackled her, or he pushed her to the ground and handcuffed her. So in front of everybody, and it's pretty overwhelming. That's definitely not no way to treat a teacher.
So much unnecessary force, man.
And so she went and spent that hard day in jail for the night.
That's sad, man.
Had to get bailed out in the morning and go teach her class the next day.
The students looking at her like she a thug now. Like, man, my teacher OG.
Yeah. Oh, she popular. She can get that raise now.
Yeah, she got 1 million people on her side now. You got 1,000,001 because I'm with you all the way, man. Don't let them do you like that. Freedom of speech all the way. Speak your mind. Let them know how you feel.
Man. Do like MLK would do, you know what I mean? Show up in force, well, not force, but in numbers.
You know, he had a non-violent march, man.
He would show up with millions
and not throw a stone and sit there and continue to preach, no matter how much they wanted to. He was like, "No, my brother, it's not the way."
No, and I remember. I mean, I've studied MLK quite hard. I mean, this painting I have in the background, I painted back in 2013. It was kind of like one of my real, you know, it was a teaching moment for my children, just to show them. I wanted to teach them that you could make money off of art, and it didn't have to be tattoos. So we put that up on auction just to see what it would go for, and it went for $350. But then I pulled it because I just wanted my kids to see. I wanted to keep it, and it says I had a dream, and the government killed it. And that's the truth, because, you know, MLK used to be like, hey, if you're a street sweeper, be the best damn street sweeper you can be. And he just preached just doing the best you absolutely could in the spot that you were in. And then he preached for equality, and lots of people marched with him. It wasn't just black people, it was white people, it was just everybody, you know, coming together in unity. And he was like, we're not going to do this the way they think we're going to do it. We're going to do it the way we should do it. And they did, and they started the civil rights movement. And so, you know, we salute you.
We definitely do. James Earl, he is the man that assassinated Martin Luther King Jr. He did die like a while ago. I think he died like in the late 90s.
Yeah. Should have died the next day.
Yeah, it was like 98. He died in prison, man. It was Alfred Martin. That was my favorite Dr. King movie. I know it's a bunch of Martin Luther King movies out there. Everybody has their favorite one, but Alfred Martin is a very cool movie. You guys should check it out.
Well, his niece is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
She's still is it Loretta?
Loretta. That was his wife.
Loretta King.
His wife was named Coretta. So I didn't know.
It's something. No, it's a niece. It's a niece.
Anybody out there? Any got any facts on MLK?
But definitely, like, I've studied a lot about it. Do you know that Martin Luther King Jr. Went in and applied for a concealed carry permit, and they denied him? just a couple of weeks before
happened.
all happened. He knew his life was in danger, and you know.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the point I was getting to. You know, everybody thinks that you don't have a voice. Go to your local government. Your town has a government, and you know, lawyers sit there and elected people sit there, and they have to give you a chance to speak. And you know, if you really, really feel powerful enough, and your town isn't going the way you want, elect somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, put in the time, put in the footwork. Go out there and be like, listen, if you're not going to hear me out, if you're not going to pay my teachers, I'm gonna do my absolute best to make sure you don't have a seat there.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, man.
And I've done that before, and that's why Apex Tattoo Factory is here. You know, when we first set foot here, they gave us a permit to be here. They let us open, and then 30 days later, they passed all these laws against strip clubs, gentlemen's clubs, and tattoo shops. And ain't none of those things here.
Right.
And so we knew it was a deliberate stab at us. And so what I did was what my dad taught me to do every day when he was like, how do you feel about this article, son? And I was like, it makes me mad. He was like, well, what you going to do about it? Well, I'm going to write the newspaper back, you know? And so that's exactly what I did. I wrote the newspaper and I said, listen, there's some political bullcrap going down here. These older folks don't want us here, and they're trying to shut us down. And we hit 15 local newspapers in the Triangle area. Instantly became popular. Instantly had the mayor show up and say, oh, no, we don't hate you. We grandfather claused you in.
That's what I'm talking
So, and that's how you got to play the game. They think you're weak. They think you're not going to do anything. But when you do, you scare them. And you know what? You can swat the bee, right?
Yeah.
But you can't swat the whole swarm.
Yeah. Smack the shit out that
You
bitch.
you gonna send them running. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you could do it without stinging. You know what I mean? I see 100 bees coming at me. I'm running. I ain't even need to get stung. You know?
It's not worth it.
And a lot of them politicians are exactly that. You know? I don't trust them any farther than I could throw them.
Never have,
So.
never will.
In other news,
It's a lot.
a ballistic missile
In
was
Hawaii,
launched at Hawaii.
the whole state.
Not really, but you know how we get Amber Alerts when a kid is
Yeah.
missing? Everybody in Hawaii got a text message saying an incoming ballistic missile was inbound and to seek shelter immediately. This is not an alarm.
That is not the way I want to go out.
It even broadcasted on the news station. Let me see if I can pull up a little bit of what people were hearing over there in Hawaii. But for 45 minutes, like if you watch the video that I've included in the link at the end of this, well, you'll see. So here it is. This is what they heard. If it'll play. And like I said, watch this video. Somebody put this together. It's all linked together.
Indoors. Stay indoors. If you are outdoors, seek immediate shelter in a building.
A false alert about a missile heading straight for Hawaii since
Are they
people
running?
running for cover. Now there's outrage over how such a
That's
huge
from a
mistake
college.
could even happen. Good evening, I'm Greg Copeland.
Oh,
By
there was
now, you've
dads
likely
putting their
heard
kids
about the
in sewer
terrifying
holes.
moments
Oh,
in
man.
Paradise today. People in Hawaii
Damn.
received a false alert that a ballistic missile was headed their way. Now, it was a mistake, but it caused a widespread panic. Here's a look at the scene at the
Pretty sure it
University
cost
of
somebody
Hawaii.
their
You can
job,
see
too.
people running there.
Oh, it's probably
It
going to
took
cost them
almost
some
40
freedom.
minutes before the public was told that it was a mistake and that everything was okay. Officials say that mistake happened when state employees were changing shifts and somebody accidentally pressed a button. Still trying to figure out how that works. But that sent
I hope our
this
nukes aren't
emergency
like
alert
that.
to cell phones. It read,
Actually,
ballistic
fuck.
missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill, end quote. The people watching TV also received this warning.
The U.S. Pacific Command has detected a missile threat to Hawaii. A missile may impact on land or sea within minutes. This is not a drill.
Can you imagine? People were told to stay indoors, or for those outside, immediately
Look, he's
get
putting her into
inside
the
a
manhole.
building. Here they pulled off manhole covers, and kids actually climbed down into sewers. This afternoon, Hawaii's governor, David Ige, apologized.
I'll let him speak.
You know, I'm too very angry and disappointed that this happened. we are doing everything that we can immediately to ensure that it never happens again.
U.S. Senator Brian Schatz of
Yeah,
Hawaii.
so that's it, man.
He really just stuck his daughter inside a manhole, like a sinkhole.
What would you
like,
do? I mean,
I
that's
don't
what
think
I'm sure he
mean,
followed her right down there. You know what I mean? He didn't just put the cover back on and be like, "I'll be back, honey. I'll be back for you."
To an impact hit, and then you stuck down there. Yeah, I don't,
Yeah, true. I
yeah,
didn't
like
even
that's
think
what I
about
mean.
that.
Like I don't think I want to be
But I
barricaded
mean-
underground. But I mean, like, yeah, it's the right spot to go to.
No, I am not a conspiracy theorist, but you know we've had all this mumbo jumbo on frickin' the news channel about North Korea scaring everybody into thinking that they could actually, you know, launch a missile at us. You know, we have the best defense system in the entire world. It's called NORAD. And if NORAD activates, you are going to watch the rest of the world disappear around us. That's how badass our missile defense system is.
Accidentally pressed the button. She said accidentally. That's what I said.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
actually.
So somebody accidentally pressed this button. What kind of button are we talking about? Is
Like
this
a-
a little button next to other
like
little
a fucking
buttons? Or is it a
elevator
big
button.
red button that you have to lift them and unlock it with a key? How can this button accidentally be pressed? Is this a
Just send
coincidence?
out to everybody's phone at once, like minutes, and not even like it just said minutes.
If
It's
you
gonna hit.
watched the article, people were calling their parents in the States and being like, "Mom, I don't know if I'm gonna be alive in 30 minutes,
What? Just
but
know
I
it's
wanted
time
to say I
tell you.
love you."
I broke your vase. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
out of convention.
Oh, one guy in the comments below was like, "Yeah, you think this is a joke? My brother's wife called him up and said, 'Sorry, I've been cheating on you.'
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I'll
and just like confessed her sins."
Oh well. You
Oh my
deserve to go.
goodness, man.
Man.
That is ridiculous, bro.
That is scary. I mean, from what I saw in the video, a lot of kids are scared.
I think it's orchestrated. You know what I mean? The way that the news is going, I don't know anybody that really physically watches the news. We get our news by looking for it. Like we don't. Yeah, I played that article because some of them puts it all together and into perspective for you. But just like I was watching CNN, you know what I'm saying, and the dude was like immediately switched to North Korea. And he was just like, "Yeah, with all the tensions, they could do this, you know, tomorrow, and it could hit New York City in 45 minutes." Like, come on, dude.
No.
Are you freaking kidding me? You ever heard of the Cold War? Do you know what we did because of that? Like, yeah.
She said she would have climbed her ass in the sewer. I'm with you.
And so if you're just tuning in, we are talking about the accidental button pushing in Hawaii where people were scared for their life that a nuclear bomb was going to obliterate Hawaii from the planet. So
I wonder if they got one of them alarms that go off. Like the big ass fucking bell, the siren, the apocalypse siren.
like how do you even get the button pushing job? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you?
You got to spin wheels for like 30 years
fuck was he
before to
doing?
get you in the button
He was in
position.
there
You
doing
know?
something you weren't supposed to be doing. That's what it was.
Yeah,
You
probably
got
bumping
bored.
butts up on the
Yeah,
buttons
you
and
got
stuff.
bored.
We want to know who the coworker was
I know,
that
I'm
you
gonna
know
have to look for that.
during the shift
I'm gonna look
change.
for that later on.
I'm sure there was some other changing going on at the moment.
Yeah, one job, and that was to make sure that button did get pushed, and you pushed, fucked half the damn state up.
Yes. So,
Man,
man, that's hard. That's hard to even talk about after that
I don't
because
even think I want to
there's so many crazy things come to my mind when I think about a button actually like a button like that. That's like, "Oh, I'm sorry guys, shift change, the nuke just got launched."
He probably was on his way to lunch break too, and probably didn't even care. He probably ignored the notification, like, "Damn, I just well, fuck it."
It would be like here in Raleigh if all of a sudden everybody got a warning that the nuclear power plant was about to imminently self-destruct.
How would you guys?
People
react?
would die.
Would shit their pants, man.
You know, Hawaii, you know why it wasn't as bad? It's because they don't have anywhere to run. What are you going to fucking do? Get in a boat?
I already had a hard time trying to be considered a state.
They ain't
man.
nowhere to
I know,
run,
like,
bro. You know, all planes are grounded at that moment. You know what I
I would've
mean? Air
jumped into
traffic
a
controls
volcano.
now looking for an incoming freaking ballistic missile.
That's crazy.
Nobody moves. Like, what
very
you gonna do?
I'm very hyped for the convention, bro. I'm ready for it. I wish it was tomorrow.
Not me.
Let's see.
I
Why
don't.
not?
I don't like masked people.
Neither do I, but I'm glad we get our own booth. You know, it's gonna be a lot of people there, but as long as we get our own little cubicle, I'm okay.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in today. We hope you guys got the day off on MLK Day. Thanks for joining us. We are live chatting with Kayla and Chase, and if you would like to join us and them, we are kind of talking some funny stuff up here. And just so you know, after this live broadcast ends, it posts to YouTube, and on that you can catch all the links from everything that we talked about today. You can catch the link to Murky's Apparel, whoop, whoop, like this jersey right here.
Yeah.
And awesome clothing making entrepreneur that we know personally. He's a great dude. Check him out at murkysapparel.com and on Instagram at murkysapparel. If you have any questions after we get off the air, you can go to apexarttalk@gmail.com. And if you have any tattoo questions, of course, you can always go to apextattoofactory.com.
Email your artist truly.
So I was looking at some awesome type of art, you know, because I'm always looking at crazy. I want to find the craziest form of art. And when I find it one day, I'm just going to be like, dude, that's the craziest form of art I've ever seen. But I did find some crazy last night. Speed painting.
That was so fucking cool, bro.
I so wanted, like, if it wasn't late by the time I found this, because I was going through some other things. The people of India do sand art.
Okay.
Which basically, if you don't take a picture of it, you don't keep it.
Basically.
And they pour it out of their hand, and they do shapes. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that another day. But man, these guys go in, and I think the longest video I watched was 15 minutes. Was the spray paint guy, and his canvas was bigger than this room. And most of the guys start with just a decent sized canvas. I think one of the guys had to jump to reach the top, but it was probably 4x4, maybe 6x6. And in 7 minutes, he painted Albert Einstein. You know how I feel about Albert Einstein, dude. So I was hooked as soon as I seen it. And then, like, halfway through, and it just looks like scribble and scribble scratch, and then he flips it over. And bam, Albert Einstein. And I'm like, whoa. It's just the crowd erupts, and they're dancing, and they're just flinging, and some of it's with their fingers, and some of it's with the paintbrush. And so, like, let me see. I bet you that if I try hard enough, I can put a video up here and just show you a little snippet of what we're talking about. But yeah, man, I was really gonna show up this morning, cover the whole room in plastic, and give you, and be like, okay, dude, I'm going to time you, and just see what you could do, skrill scratching and splashing and swish washing and stuff. I think that would make for great YouTube talk radio. I bet I could fuck some shit up with that. You know what I mean?
That shit was cool as hell.
You give me a pencil, I'm gonna try and make $1 million with it. I just gotta go to this where I send myself the links. So I've included 3 really badass. I probably watched like 150 of them last night, but yeah, and this thing is taking forever. No, that is not me. But yeah, dude, they do it to music, and like one of them does it to like I don't know what to call it. Techno dance. I was watching one where they did it. The dude did it in 3 minutes on freaking America's Got Talent.
Oh man!
But he had other people there, and they were dancing. And every once in a while, one of them would dance their way up to the canvas and like throw red paint on it.
I saw a guy.
But he did it in 3 minutes, and that freaking was amazing. I'm going to go to the Albert Einstein one because that is absolutely my favorite. I'm going to pause it real quick so I can switch the screen over. Let me get a little bit into it because I know they're going to freaking flag us if I play too much of it. Okay, here we go. Let me switch over. Okay. So, watch this, dude. And I'm only going to play a little snippet of this. I'm only gonna let a couple of seconds play, but I'm gonna skip forward a little bit so that you guys can see. And like he's just throwing the brushes everywhere. Like this dude looks gangster as hell, dude, and he's just getting down. And like, can you see it yet? I know you can see it because I done spoiled it for y'all. I wish I hadn't. Okay, I'm gonna go to where he flips it. You ready? Listen to this crowd. And then he just goes into this hand slapping freaking. That looks so much fun, dude. Like 3 shots in a canvas with some tape and some plastic, bro. We can make magic.
That is badass.
Given this video is 7 minutes long. He did all this in 7 minutes. And it is a form of entertainment. It's not just art. These people get paid to show up and do this in 10 minutes, you know?
When I done got paid to make a mess.
Splat, splat, splat.
Yeah, that's all I like.
You fighting like Rocky Balboa right now, just punching that paint into the...
Wow.
He's gonna slap his signature, which is his palm print on there. I'm gonna run up there and slap that signature on there, buddy.
I wonder who got the
Look,
pen.
slap, handprint, mic drop.
What kind of easel was that, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been a high impact one.
He did a lot of smacking to the easel and this paint didn't fall out once.
Yep.
Let me smack my easel. That shit going.
That's what I'm talking about, man. But I mean, it was exciting. You know what I'm saying?
I was. Oh yeah, I gotta record myself doing some speed paint and stuff like that, man.
Could you come up with some wild out? I could definitely come up with some wild out, bro.
I got plenty of creativity. Good morning, guys.
I bet if I were to get one of the India sand art guys,
Okay.
and one of the speed painter guys, or just me, and I'll splash a bunch of different colors up there, and that India art dude can come up with his fingers and draw a design in there. We could make art, combo art.
Chase has said. Chase.
He's ready for his back piece.
Caleb. Yeah, I thought it was cool too. So if you got any ideas you want to paint like that, shoot them to me, and I get my speed paint on with my fingertips and all that other stuff. I don't know about all that jumping and stuff, but
yeah.
I sit down
And
and
shout
paint
out
it
to our
on board.
Instagram people. We've been following lately a couple of really, really good artists. We'd love to have you on
Definitely.
to talk. I mean, that's what we do. We want to spend, a good 20, 30 minutes talking to you. Find out how you was raised so that people can find out how to get on that level. I seen a good one this morning. It was done with Prismacolors, and you know how much I love the Prismacolors, bro.
Prismacolors, bro. Like you have like those Prismacolor pencils.
So just to kind of give people a little into some new stuff in the art world, if you got an iPad or an iPad mini, you can go up and get, what is it called? Procreate. Procreate. I am using like nonstop. D-Man is using nonstop. It is everything you could possibly ever need to make art, all included in one program. And, go up on YouTube. There's like, if my car breaks down or something breaks or I don't know how to use it, I go up on YouTube and they teach me. And so YouTube, shout out to YouTube. Thanks for hosting us. Thanks for letting us have this program. And thank you for teaching us all the shit we don't know.
And stop flagging our shit.
Yeah, please, man. We're teachers here. We're trying to educate.
I know. Like, what good is it? It's cool for me to share a video on Facebook, but not YouTube. Or like, how does that work? I
Yeah.
can put it on my page,
Isn't that
but I
weird?
can't share it with my channel. Like,
Or I can take that same video and share it on any other
Right.
outsourcing page. But the minute I talk about it
it's
and show
wrong.
it.
Like, you can play the video, but you can't play the music that comes with the video. You can play the music that comes with the video, but you can't play. It's all backwards.
And you know what? We're not in this for the money. I just want them to stop making it so we can't share our broadcast.
I know, it's always something, man.
Which means you guys got to come up all the way to YouTube, whereas I can't. You couldn't see it in my Facebook feed or my Instagram feed.
We're not throwing the fuck yous to YouTube. We're throwing them to the bosses out there.
Yeah.
Treating their workers like shit. Getting $30,000 fucking raises.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
That's it. That's gonna be a topic all day, bro. I'm gonna have to do more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
research into
stop
that,
thinking
like,
about that. I just wish our teachers had more.
Let's start a GoFundMe for all America's teachers, man. They put in way too much work to get just a little bit of credit.
I challenge you. Make a GoFundMe for let's say, what do you want, Apex Middle School?
Yeah, and the minute it hits 74 mil, somebody gonna try to claim it. Like, well, they're not even teachers. They're like, well, look, we started this. You know what I mean? Like, we'll just be in charge of dishing the money.
No, you know what we got to do? I have a perfect teacher. I have a teacher that we can let claim that money. So because if we give it to the principal, they'll just give it to the superintendent, and the superintendent will get a raise. We gotta circumvent this shit and make it so that only the teachers get it, and only the teachers can access that money.
I've still never been inside a teacher's lounge, so I don't know what a teacher's lounge looks like. I'm still thinking it's like some cool clubs, strippers in the corner, all types of crazy shit. Like, has anybody out there ever witnessed their teacher's lounge?
To me, all I see in my mind is, the worst teacher you ever had to talk so monotone and wants to teach like this.
Sitting there hugging up the coffee.
He mad because he been there 20 years and he only got 6 more weeks on the job before he can get his pension. You know what I mean? That kind of teacher. He just sitting there. Don't talk to me. It's Monday. Superintendent got a fucking raise and I didn't get no damn raise. 10, 20 years old, same pay. Damn kids. To give me more kids.
Yeah. He's pissed off, man. Got the Mr. Burns going on.
We are definitely saying fuck your superintendent unless he's doing his or her damn job.
Most likely,
And
they're probably
you know what? We can make that change locally. We can elect the people to do the right things. For us, it's Wake County, so you got to find the bigger courtroom. You got to find your local Wake County mayor and find out where they hold meetings. Just go sit in there. You bored? Go in there and see what they're talking about, because I was blown away.
She got arrested. I don't think anybody gonna want to go in there and sit now. They just arresting teachers. Like, they make it. Yeah, we got a voice, but damn, where can you use it at?
But not all bad things are bad. She has millions of people that know her now. Millions of people that support her. She got the support she needed, and all she had to do was make that stand, and she did it peacefully, even though the police officer didn't.
Yeah, too much.
We're not gonna get into the whole police situation right now, but I think he could have just escorted her off the property. She was grabbing her shit. She was trying to leave. She was just simply saying, he engaged me back in conversation. So how is that not an open dialogue? Right. I get that there's rules, and you know what I mean. Somebody in the background that we didn't see on the camera went like that to that police officer. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He was just scurrying over there. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Took her right to jail.
Well, he seemed really nice. And then he got her outside that room. And then all of a sudden you hear screaming and somebody runs out there with the camera and she's on the ground.
Oh, once they camera get a capture of her, you in trouble, man. Like, body cameras in 2018 will...
I think every police officer should be held accountable. I carry a pistol. You have to get certified. You have to get fingerprinted. You have to go through more hoops than you could frickin' imagine. I'm pretty sure it's easier to be a president, but and then you're held to a higher standard. People are allowed here in North Carolina to just have a pistol on their waist as long as everybody can see it without a permit, as long as they're a legal able to carry a weapon of that magnitude, and they are actually held to a lower standard than people who have to conceal carry, in which there is no room for error. And I feel like that's how it should be for our police officers. Yeah, I get it, they risk their lives, but just like our military, just like our firefighters, they signed up for it, and they were willing to do the job. And so, if anything, we should hold them to a higher standard because of the position they hold, and stop doing all this nonsense, man, because I know that there's crooked cops out there. But just like the one that spoils it for the rest, I hunted all my life, and all it takes is one bad hunter to walk out in the woods and shoot somebody accidentally, and then all of a sudden every hunter's held accountable. I feel like that's the way it is for police officers, even though, I've had some rough encounters with some police myself as a child,
Yeah, I heard to fuck with us, Not all of them,
but they people just like me and you. They didn't want to go to college. I'm sure that they probably didn't even want to be police officers unless their family was police officers.
Yeah.
They saw that article in the paper. They wasn't making no money, and they saw it as a way.
They really don't, bro.
And, like, if you ever seen somebody that all of a sudden just started carrying a gun, they got a big head. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot to give a person a gun and some power and then watch them not do something stupid.
Feel untouchable with that gun.
So definitely a special shout out to Apex PD and Apex Fire Department, man. We love you guys. We enjoy conversations and tattoos and all that stuff, and we are definitely, rocking it out with you guys. We support you 100%.
Yeah, man. We got to throw an art festival. We got to bring the Apex together. Like, that's what we need to do. We need to bring Apex together.
Yeah,
Like,
I have full permission to do an Arts for All festival here, but I'm just not smart enough to know, because there's always going to be some kind of permit. It scares me when I have to get up into the political eye of things and do stuff, because that's when you find out all the stuff you're doing wrong, and then they try and shut you down.
Right.
And it's just like this peaceful calm that we have here, where we're not being infiltrated and trying to be outed. And the minute that you do, they'll be like, "Hey, remember when you didn't sign this form CCW 43967-45999? You did not sign right here. You did not put an X, and you guys are no longer allowed to operate."
It's gonna shut down the art festival.
Yeah, our grandfather clause, by the way, has a stipulation.
So we just need to be grandfather clause. Then it just, all right, I got you, man.
But I tell you what is better than the grandfather clause. We do the Apex Tattoo Factory International Art Festival annual, so that we have to do it every year, and Apex has to sponsor it.
Got you, man.
I bet you every politician would claim that shit the minute it hit the news station.
What tattoos? Art festival? Oh, I need all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish, dude. I wish it would be a dream come true to have you walking down and see 90 different types of art. People think art is pencils. Art is paint.
It's whatever.
Art is welding. Art is cooking.
Jewelry. Like, if you got a talent out there, anything can be art, from music to cooking to sewing. Even if you can skateboard, if you got talent, like,
paint
you
cars,
turn it into art.
Video, photography,
I would love to see somebody
wood
paint
carving, wood burning.
Like, bring us your talent.
Some people make jewelry out of weird shit.
Weird, crazy shit, like
butterfly wings and parts of bones and parts of microchips.
If you make shit out of bones, I don't know about that. I feel a little weird, but but art is whatever you can.
I don't even think I could host something like that. I'm just be around just staring at some guy wood burning something, like, oh dude, I can't stop watching it,
I gotta get into more spray painting some Galaxy, man. I gotta find somebody who's good on airbrushing. Like, if anybody out there has got an airbrushing unit or compressor, bring it out. You know?
Guess what I get to do?
What's up?
I think this month or early next month, I get to body paint.
Body paint, like full
yeah,
body
like that
paint,
one show that we watched where they were competing.
Yeah,
I've never done it before, and now it's like, bam, I got put on the spot. My wife she's a model. You know this. They might not know this. You can check out some of her stuff on Instagram. It's Miss Fat Jacks, and yeah, dude, she's beautiful and she loves to model, and she, our photographer that takes most of our pictures,
Nito himself,
Nito Photography on Instagram. Definitely check him out. This dude is blow your mind photographer.
Nito
has got an itch, and when he's got an itch, he's got to scratch it, and so he wants to do the body painting. If photograph, models that have been body painted, and you know how he does.
I don't know any models that's actually down to sit there and make that commitment. Like that, say it.
I'm just scared I'm gonna use like a toxic paint or something, and my wife is gonna be like sick.
You fine, bro. Keep it acrylic.
Make her look like Wolverine or some comic book.
Yeah,
like,
take advantage
of Wonder
body
Woman,
painting, bro. Like, take advantage of it. It's
yeah,
really
but
cool
do I airbrush? Do I paint it on with a brush? I feel like an airbrush.
It's gonna take a lot more color.
Well, I'm just saying though, it'll go faster.
Yeah, you think it will until you sitting there blending all them colors on top of each other.
Yeah, well, like how hard it is to paint on a flat canvas.
Right.
and you know how to tattoo on skin and how the difference, you know, how do you draw a straight line across some boobs? You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta kind of just wing it, honestly. Like,
You know,
use what you got.
Women are curvy,
You
man.
gotta use your canvas, bro. Use your canvas to the full extent.
I'm definitely gonna try. You know, I don't back down from a challenge.
Oh, she gonna sit through everything and just chill, like just stay there.
She don't have a choice.
She knows she's gotta stand there.
She's the one reminded me.
Just stand there and just be painted.
Let's see what everybody's saying on the live chat here.
5 brothers.
Fire breathers. What does that mean?
Got me Reese's and Snickers. That good.
Oh, they talking about hitting the teacher's vending machine.
That's what I'm talking about. Tell us what you did in high school. Like, bring us your funniest high school stories. Oh, man, what did he say? I used to hit the Apex High School Teachers Lounge vending machine down lunch because they had the good shit, not the healthy apple chips bullshit the cafe. Yo, and that's right. Like, we had like 4 or 5 separate buildings, man. Like, the smart kids had their own bathroom and vending machine. If I had to use the bathroom, I walked damn near halfway across campus to use their bathroom because it was clean.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember, like, I don't know how it was in your school, but in our school, like, the extra special good grade, they got to chill.
Yes.
Like, some of them, like, I have a nephew that is already in college. He's, like, 14.
Yeah.
He's a brainiac, and he is very intelligent, which I would expect nothing less because my older brother is a genius with words. He's also an engineer.
Okay.
And so he didn't buy his kids can read a book like this thick in a day. And I'm just like, dude, I can't even read what's in front of me and stay, my attention. Like, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm an imaginative, thinker. I go to reading and then my mind just take off into another book that ain't even there.
Writing your own story. I remember I had a class with a guy. He was just so small. I'm like, I was a freshman, and I'm like, wait, why is this guy so small? And then one day they kind of did the orientation, like, tell us a little bit about yourself. Little man got up and was like, yeah, bro, I'm a junior in high school.
And he's like 9.
He was like 10. I'm like, bro, get out of here. Like, that day, like,
those kids get to go to the teacher's lounge.
I'm like, why is he so quiet? For 3 weeks, I just looked at this little boy in class. I'm like, let me get a pencil, bro. Like, you either gonna give me a pencil, I'm gonna beat you the fuck. Like, cause he was so small. And then I found that out. I'm like, man, we became the best of friends. I'm like, see, he ain't here about to graduate college, and I don't feel.
He's probably retired by now.
Yeah, he probably looking at us right now with his PhD. So, bro, if you out there watching,
he's sorry he took your pencil.
I'm sorry.
He was an artist, and he just needed
a pencil.
He needed to draw. Okay.
You should check it out. Pretty sweet. Fire British. Sound like some Hunger Games stuff right there, Kayla. What you talking about?
Is that a movie, Fire Breathers?
Fire Breathers.
Hey, did you see the one with Ice Cube and that other funny ass dude with the teacher fight?
No. Oh yeah, damn. What was it?
That was so good.
What's it called? Was it all like fight?
Teacher fight. Yeah, I think it was.
He was scared of.
That was a great movie. If it was like if you were in the 9th grade and you know how the 12th graders used to haze you, or the 11th graders used to haze you because they were about to be 12th graders, it was like that, only with teachers, all grown up. Yep. So, guys, we're toning it down. We got a couple of minutes left here. We hope you guys are enjoying that extra day off if you got it, because we know a lot of you guys don't have the day off. I hope we did a good job of raising your spirits and, encouraging you to do better in your life. Beat your kids, damn it. Beat your damn kids.
Don't beat them too hard.
Wait till you see this video.
Oh, man, like, that was just so uncalled for.
I was just like, oh, my God, I don't know.
And that'll let you know who your real friends are, because if she had real friends in that room, that would have never happened to her.
Yeah.
No individual, no woman, no man should be violated like that on camera the way she was violated.
Or period.
Over a gram of marijuana.
No.
And it was like 11 people in the room, so honestly, only 3 of them was probably going to get high off of it anyway. So technically, she just...
practice what you preach. There's nobody out there in the world that wants to be convicted of a crime they didn't commit. So if you ain't got damn proof, you damn sure don't disrespect young ladies, because I'm pretty sure she wasn't of age.
She was violated, and they didn't. It was just taken away out of hand.
Yeah. But you know what? play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm pretty sure everybody's face was in there.
Yeah.
And if she is a minor, I feel so bad for you right now. You just jeopardized your entire life.
It's out there going viral, bro. So if you see it,
These kids don't understand you can be tried as an adult for shit like that if it's too bad, All right, yeah, we're not trying to bring you down. We're trying to raise you up. So
it's Monday. It's MLK Day. If you're out there at that breakfast downtown, the march is getting ready to start downtown Raleigh. If you headed out there, stay warm.
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. The lineup started at 10. So
it is going to be one freezing-ass parade.
And I'm pretty sure they're doing it all over the place.
Martin Luther King and his followers didn't give a shit and, stand up and support. If you can support somebody kneeling for the right cause, or you can stand up for somebody that'll stand for the cause, man, this was the dude, man. And look it up, man. He was a great man. He definitely believed in America and the American spirit. He believed in God,
He believed in goodness, just being kind, non-violent acts.
Killing with kindness.
That's what he taught, He had a dream.
It was probably one of the best things I ever learned was kill with kindness. So, kill your boss with kindness today. We're here to tell him to fuck off and let you do your work because you don't get paid enough. Superintendent's getting damn raises and you can't get no raise.
Ask your boss
fuck
how much
you.
you make. Yeah, like if your boss is making $30,000 more than you, then shit. It's a problem.
And he ain't out there flipping burgers with you or flipping more burgers than you. Like, I hate a boss that just tell you what to do and never gets down for the ground. That's why I like DJ. If you never caught that broadcast, it's up there. My boy DJ from next door. He's a young dude, but man, I've never seen, so much ambition. You know what I mean? And it's all trial and error. But he over there, I was over there last night. He was bartending. I couldn't even say hello to him for like 45 minutes he was working. And so he gets down, and that's their boss,
He don't make his client, he don't make his team do like the trivia. He's always doing the trivia. He's always doing the bingo.
He's always out for the next new thing, and he sets the example. And if your boss ain't setting the example, well, fuck him.
Fuck him. You have the wrong boss. And then maybe you should watch that movie about them people that kind of got their boss killed, or they wanted to get their boss killed.
Yeah, do your part today, even if it's little. Don't share something that somebody else is sharing, because there's a lot of fake ass posts out there that aren't true. Look up something true and share that about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Oh man, I wish we had more like him today, man.
Oh man, we definitely need him, bro.
We definitely just need regular people to stand up and put their foot down. All this stuff that the news is trying to, steer their own way. We need to steer it back toward the people, because it's all about we the people.
Don't let them tear us apart.
Not that government.
Exactly right, brother.
And there's nothing out there except for America and the Constitution that stands up for the people. And they wrote it. A lot of people like to say that the document is outdated. But you know what? Our forefathers knew that our government would get out of control and be like this, and the news would be like that. And they put it in writing that they could never be like that. So if you have never read it, read it. Because I'm telling you, Martin Luther King Jr. knew it front and back, left and right, up and down. And he knew that if he stood there in front of where they work with 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million people, they had to listen. You can swat the bee, you can't swat the whole swarm. And you don't have to do it. You don't have to sting, to scare somebody. I know 1,000 bees around me. I'm just scared as fuck. I'm just going to freeze, So, but anyways, y'all enjoy your day. We'll see you guys again on Thursday. Again, 45 minutes or so from now. All the links will post on the bottom as soon as, YouTube's done flagging us. We hope you enjoy your day off if you got it. And if you don't, well, I hope we feel your pain.
Yeah, we feel your pain. So
definitely take care of yourself and
have a good one, guys.
Spend today in the memory of Martin Luther King Jr.
For the culture.
Yep. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.